back, Pisces. Let's get into a reading. So I'm feeling this huge lack of desire, passion. I'll be honest with you, a lot of the readings I've been doing lately I've not been a fan of. And I'm going to take that energy and I'm going to put it into this reading. Out of all the readings I've ever done, which has been thousands, I've never felt the lack of desire, the lack of passion. So I feel like I could be bringing an energy in today where somebody could be questioning their purpose. This could be you. This could be someone attached to your energy. I'm hearing Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? Somebody here could be questioning their purpose. Someone here could be lacking desire, lacking passion. Because again, I've loved doing this. Doing readings and spending time with you guys on YouTube and being able to comment back to you guys and being on my Patreon and getting to know you guys and doing emails, all of that has always brought so much fulfillment to me. But today, I feel like I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm questioning what's been the purpose of me doing this. And I feel again that this could be someone else's energy. So someone that's either attached to you could be really again questioning life. I think all of this is happening because a change needs to take place. That's why either you are feeling lack of desire and passion because something needs to change. Or this is someone who's feeling lack of desire, lack of passion. This could be someone who doesn't want to get up in the morning. They're ready for bed by 2 p.m. This could be the kind of person who's watching the clock, waiting for 5 p.m. so they can have a drink. Someone here is definitely feeling lack and really questioning a lot of things right now. Maybe someone here hasn't been a fan of life lately. Yeah, okay. So let's see what that energy, how that's going to come in. Fears. Someone here could have a negative outlook. Someone here could be trying to stay in their comfort zone or feeling like there's limitations. I feel like someone here is transforming. Someone here is letting go of the overthinking, of being trapped by fears, being trapped by their illusions. Someone here could have also felt that there was limitations, and now they could be recognizing that that's their negative outlook. I don't know why, but I want to cleanse the energy. So that could be something that's happening here. Someone here could be cleansing their energy, going from lacking passion, lacking desire, being stuck, wanting a fresh way of life, a fresh start. For some of you, that could include you. For some of you, it is you. It's you wanting the fresh start. It's you wanting a different way of life. It's you trying to start this flame again. Feel this desire, feel this passion. I want to feel what it feels like to have that flame burning in my stomach again. For some of you, this is a lover who wants to feel the way that they feel when they're with you. It could be something that they could have overthought. They had the tendency to overthink it. But now they could want to come in and spark this back up. That could be for some of you. Whoever I'm bringing in could be having body aches. They could be getting sick here coming up. Heaven forbid, they could be getting the flu. Or they could end up having some sort of ache in their body, like their back. Maybe they're noticing signs of arthritis. So why has this person been lacking the desire? Interesting. So there are cards in this deck that are not supposed to be here. And in a moment, I'm going to get them out. But what I asked was, why has this person been lacking desire? Someone here is not feeling enough. So this is either you feeling like you're not enough to have the life that you want. So you've been sabotaging, you've been overthinking, you've been staying in your comfort zone. Or this is a lover. A lover who is waking up every single day, and it feels like Groundhog's Day. So if you don't know what that means, it's when you wake up every single day and you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over. There's no little glimmers of joy. There's no glimmers of, I love my life. It just feels like you're going with the flow. The flow is you. It feels like the day takes you over, and before you know it, the day's over and you go to bed and you're going to do it all over again. There is no happiness. There is no insane laughter. There is no big moments that you're going to remember for years to come. Groundhog days can feel like the same thing over and over again. Somebody could be going through that right now, whether it's someone external to you or you yourself. If this is an external party, this is an external person who could want to build a structured foundation with you. They can miss you, but they could feel like you're hard to read. They could have had a very negative outlook when it comes to this relationship, or they could have had limitations. Now, I think what this person could be saying is that they have some sort of regret. They could feel now that there were moments where they should have compromised. They should have said something differently. Someone here is having the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. That's what I'm saying. So if there is someone who, again, is feeling like every single day is Groundhog's Day, they're missing you. They kind of feel like they're not necessarily enough to maybe satisfy you. That could be their negative outlook or their negative thinking. They could feel that you're hard to read. They could feel like you're confusing. But they could also feel like they can't move on or they can't quit thinking of you. But one of the things they might be realizing is that, again, there's things here that they could have done differently. And that's their regret around this relationship. Now, if this is you, if you're the one lacking desire, lacking passion, feeling like you don't know what you're doing wrong, but no matter what you do, it's not getting you anything different. Okay, if this is another person, I'm hearing you make me lose my breath. Now I'm hearing soldier. Is it Destiny's Child? I need a soldier, which you got it, I'm the hottest around. Okay, so when this person comes towards you, if this is an external party, they could have had this sense of like confidence that could have been very attractive to you, but that confidence behind closed doors might not be as strong. Now again, if this is you recognizing, okay, I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's like a sick joke this universe is playing on me. And I feel like I make progress and then something happens and I realize, okay, maybe I haven't moved on. Maybe I haven't gotten as far in my career, as far in my life as I thought I had. Something ends up like seeping in and taking over any sense of recognition, success, or what you deem as victory. It kind of takes it away from you and minimizes what you've achieved. And Spirit is telling you that that could be your wounded masculine energy coming out, where you're being a little aggressive with yourself. You need to be more confident. It's okay for you to be assertive, but it's not okay for you to come in and control things and demand things and take over the room when nobody asked you to And if that's how you're showing up, if you are, again, in a place of your life where you're just going with emotion and you have no desire, you have no passion, maybe things are even, maybe you're even at a place where you're having a hard time smiling or laughing right now because life is so heavy. Recognize that this could be bringing out your shadow side, the side of you that wants to control even more. My jaw is starting to hurt. So some of you are definitely tense, okay? And it's an energy of like, we're trying to get you to let go, but what you're doing is you're holding on to the meat even more like a pit bull, and you're like, I'm not gonna let go. You sit here and try to get it out of my mouth, and I'm gonna show you how you ain't getting it. That's your energy. And Spirit is saying, listen, that could be you showing up from a lack mentality though. If this is an external party, this masculine energy has a lot of fear. And they are recognizing that they have the tendency to hold some sort of pattern. So this could be someone who's very set in their ways. This could be someone who... Have you ever like expressed something to someone and then they kind of like shut down, change the subject, or block their heart off? Here's an example. An example would be you expressing some sort of emotion to this person and them acting like you just gave them a random compliment. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's an energy of like, I really like you as a person. Like, I'm crazy about you. Thanks. What? Like, that's all you're going to say to that? That's what I'm getting here. This person could be really guarded. This person could be trying to keep their heart safe. They see that as strength. So what do you need to know? If they could tell you anything, what would they tell you? You need to know, hold on, let me get more. So if this is you, you need to know that better days are coming. You need to know that you could be in a pattern that needs to be broken, and that pattern could be broken here within the next 3 weeks to 3 months. That's going to be divine timing. So some of you, you just need a new awareness around how you're maybe showing up. You're feeling not enough. You're feeling like you're always left out in the cold. You're feeling like you always get the crappy end of the stick. And it's getting to a point where you're not enjoying life right now, if this is you. And Spirit is saying, but let's also recognize your place in this. You're kind of staying where you're at. Okay, if you're not happy with where you live, why are we not moving? If you're not happy in this relationship and you have voiced time and time and time again, and obviously nothing's changing, then why are we not changing the pattern and taking yourself out of it completely? I mean, a plant can only grow if you water it. Same if it's a relationship. And I know toxic relationships are not easy to just snap your fingers and get out of, but let's start making the changes or taking the action that's needed to get you out of something that you no longer want to water. Because if you water an unhealthy relationship, it's going to grow. If you water an unhealthy mindset, again, a mindset around, well, I'm always left out in the cold. Nobody can ever be upfront with me. Nobody can ever be transparent with me. I guess this is just my life. I guess this just isn't meant to be mine. I'm just not meant to have a successful career. I'm not meant to be one of those people who make it out of the trenches, out of the trailer park. I'm not meant to have that love of my life because everyone I date's hard to read. They can move on from me like a snap of a finger, but I can't move on from them. Spirit is telling you that that could be you feeding your unhealed masculine side, the side of you that's like, but I already have it figured out, so that's how it's gonna play. I'm always loved and left, so that's what's gonna happen. And Spirit is saying, well, of course that's what's gonna happen, because then you're going to put yourself in this very assertive and aggressive and maybe even controlling energy instead of just allowing it to be. For some of you, if this is dating, one of your problems could be that you demand instead of allowing someone to show up for you. You start asking questions. You start wanting clarity when their behavior and their actions is the clarity. If someone wants to hang out with you, they will. And if they don't, you don't have to block them. You can just let them simply turn into Casper and never speak to them again. Something only has power if you give it power. But Spirit is saying you also have to recognize your place in where you're at. You're holding a pattern. And again, you're staying very logical about it instead of saying, you know what? Maybe this is my shadow work coming out. Maybe this is showing me where I have loss still, where I have fear, where I'm maybe going wrong. It isn't about what they're doing, what they're bringing to the table. What am I doing? What can I change? Because you can't change other people. You can't change those people that are coming to you incorrectly. You can't change those people who got you effed up, who want to make promises they can't keep. But what you can change is how you accept them, how you approach them, how you speak to them. You can change your behavior and your pattern in it. And again, what we water grows. Now, if this is another person, I see that this person might be chatting with other people, talking to other people, dating other people. But I'm seeing in divine timing, they're going to think about reaching out to you. Because the more that they think about this relationship with you, the more that they feel that they sabotaged in some sense, form, or fashion. Whether it is not saying something they wish they would have said, them saying something and you taking it the wrong way. That's what I see here. I see you being open to the conversation. Yeah, some of you might even reunite with this person. Might end up going out with this person. After they do some sort of healing, if this is a third party, why did I say third party? If this is another person, so what do you need to know if you guys do come back together? So I am saying that if this is an external person who's lacking passion, who's lacking the want to do life right now, it's because they're healing. They're going to continue to heal. And then what's going to end up happening is you guys are going to end up communicating in some sense, form, or fashion. Whether you run into them, you guys show up on social media and one of you gets the strength to reach out. There will be some sort of communication where somebody's going to want to come in and have a conversation. It's about communication. It's about a new perspective. So this person could end up telling you that they have a new perspective. I see something differently. I was really guarded when we were around one another. Okay, interesting. I have a few more cards in this deck. Yeah. So again, we have them possibly entertaining other people, maybe speaking to them. Some of you, this person is healing from someone where it could have been very toxic. Some of you, this person is releasing someone that's like a secret friend, but it's actually a fling as well. And that could be another reason that they were holding their pattern. Okay, I'm not trying to get too complicated, but this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say that this person is going to come in and give you a truth. I'm going to say that this person is healing from something that was not good for them. It could have been a kind of relationship that was very complicated, where it's like, well, we're friends, but we sleep together, but we wouldn't be good at dating one another because I don't really like him or her. But I mean, yeah, they know me better than anyone. For some of you, this person could be letting someone like that go really getting over it, healing it, saying enough is enough. I might like them, I might love them, I might care about them. But again, remember I just said, yeah, I like messing with them, but together we wouldn't be good. So for some of you, the person that's in your energy could be trying to energetically let go of someone that's not good for them. And what they're going to do is they're going to heal, and then they're going to come in and give you a different perspective in divine timing. They're going to tell you why they were maybe guarded, why they were maybe shut down, why they were maybe inconsistent, or only wanted to offer passion. Okay. So this person's going to make changes is what's happening here. If this is you, you're going to be really vulnerable with yourself here coming up, that you got changes you need to make, and you're going to start making them. You're going to be really confident once you understand the place that you have in your own, I want to say, misery. So some of you are adding to your misery more than you want to admit. And once you can admit it, things are really going to change for you. And by springtime, so around March, April, May, things are going to be completely different for you. And then that could even push someone to a place of desperation when it comes to you. There could be someone that's almost kind of like codependent on you and some sort of fantasy life that they want with you, but that they're never going to have with you. So for some of you, this is just a side note. There could be someone who is heavily attached to your energy that fantasizes about a life with you or fantasizes about you at night, but it's from a place of like, it's not reality, it's escapism. They're using you as an indulgence to escape their reality, and they feel really desperate right now. They could be going through a confusing state in their life. They could be in some sort of an addiction. They could be trying to ignore things that are going on around them. So they're using you as the escape. This could be a man or a woman who is married, who has kids, whose life is falling apart. Maybe they feel like their spouse is cheating. It's like someone's life here is not what it seems to be to the outside world. To the outside world, it looks completely different than what it truly is behind closed doors. But what you don't know and what others don't know is that this person is in a place of like, I feel really desperate, so I need to escape this reality because I don't like this reality. And then they think of you. They build some sort of like fantasy life in their head that they go to and live in. Something that they hope one day that they can put in the effort. But I see that that's going to be like far future. This person could be married or in a relationship and they feel obligated to stay put or to fulfill a contract. Now they feel that that's what they're meant to do. So it's an energy of like, but I promised myself to them, so I'm not leaving them. We're married, and when I said I do forever, for better, for worse, that's what I meant. But what I think this person's not recognizing is that they could be learning a lesson around that. Because in their mind, I'm going to give to this, I'm going to give to this. Now I'm hearing, but tomorrow might never come. So what does that remind me of? Okay, so what they're showing me is like someone saying, I'm going to go buy that house. I'm going to go buy that house. I'm going to buy that house when I'm older. I'm going to put money in it. I'm going to fix it. Let's say that it is a historical home in your county, in your town. Let's say you've said for 10, 15, 20 years, that's going to be mine. Every night you go to bed, you fantasize buying that home, redoing that home, having that home beside the river, and putting it back to its glory days, and being able to put up a sign in the front that says when it was built and the history behind it. It's like you got this whole dream. That's this person with you. But maybe one day you're driving down the street and you've gotten so comfortable with the fantasy that you've made up in your head that you don't take action towards it. And one day you're driving down the street and you go by that house and you see that not only is it sold, but it is sold to the county. It is now a historical home for the county, and they're going to open it up for tours. And you will never have the opportunity to buy that home because you've drowned and you find out. You've drowned and you found out real quick that you're not the only one that wants it. And now, instead of it possibly being put for sale in the future, it more than likely won't be, because now your county owns it, and we know better than anything, at least in the US, that if the county owns it or the state owns it, you ain't gonna be able to get it unless they really need that money. That's what I'm saying here. So this person might be in their mind making up some sort of fantasy, but you're going to be my forever. It's going to be you and I. It's going to be. But what they might not be saying is that that's not reality. And it's like one day their dreams are going to come crashing down. Something's going to happen for them to realize, oh my God, that's not a dream that's going to be fulfilled. Why? Because I didn't take action on it. I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the courage. I stayed confused. I continued to stay in this escapism energy. They could even maybe hear rumors that are going to be hard for them to ignore. Rumors around what you're manifesting, what you're putting your effort into. So again, if I go back to that scenario, it's the scenario about the house. Let's say you're at work. You're past 15 years, you've said, I'm going to buy that house. That's going to be my house. A client comes in and goes, hey, did you guys hear that they're selling the house down there and they're going to make it into a museum? Your whole face might change. What? Boom. Everything comes crashing down. Rumor has it you ain't buying that house. Rumor has it that house is sold and it isn't yours. Rumor has it that it doesn't matter how much you use it as an escape from reality. That will never be your reality. That's what I'm saying here. So for some of you, there could be someone that's desperate, attached to your energy, but that might not be able to see things clearly until it's too late. Yeah, they're in a hermit. See, they feel like you guys have a lot of chemistry, but there's some sort of external party here. Yeah, someone here feels that it's like, but I have an obligation. I'm obligated to take care of my husband and children because I married him. But that don't mean that I don't love you. In this person's mind, it really makes sense. And it's making them feel almost desperate because they want this sense of reality that they keep fantasizing about, but they don't have the strength to take the action, so it'll never be reality. It'll be nothing more than a fantasy. But again, they could be hearing things about you. There could be gossip or chatter going on that's going to kind of push them in more of a desperate state. So yeah, that's what I'm saying, all right? I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.